Hello and welcome to Heartland Cattle Call, your all-access pass to everything Limousin in the Heartland. Whether you're in the sale ring, the show ring, or out in the pastures, we've got you covered. Each episode, we bring you exclusive auction previews, market trends, and top-selling cattle straight from the sale ring. But that's not all. We'll also take you inside the biggest Heartland events, showcase top breeders and exhibitors, and break down the latest show results. From production sales to champion ribbons, we're talking with the people who make the industry thrive. Buyers, sellers, ranchers, and showmen who are shaping the future of Limousin cattle. So whether you're looking to invest in elite genetics, sharpen your showmanship skills, or just stay ahead in the business, you're in the right place. Get ready. It's time for Heartland Cattle Call.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Heartland Cattle Call, your all-access pass to Limousin auctions, events, and industry leaders. I am going to kick it over to our Heartland sales rep, Charlie Tesch, who's going to tell you a little bit about who we've got here with us as our guest tonight.
We are on our second episode already, aren't we? That's great.
We are.
We have Sarah Smith with us, and she is the limousine manager at the Iowa Beef Expo, and they have a sale coming up Sunday. I guess I will let Sarah talk about it a little more, but it's at the Iowa State Fairgrounds and goes in with the whole Beef Expo and all that. So, Sarah, thanks for jumping on with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. As you mentioned, we have our Iowa Limousin Beef Expo sale coming up this Sunday, February 9th at 10 a.m. at the Iowa State Fairgrounds in Des Moines, Iowa. So super excited. We have some great consigners that bring in bulls and heifers for you guys to buy. Not only is it going to be in person, but also on liveauctions.tv. And we're also able to help people if they would like to bid over the phones, to help them out there, and give me a call, or our collaborator as well, Marshall Rubel, will be taking bids over the phone. That we probably can drop the number into the show notes or the description of this to make it easy. So we just want it as easy as possible for anyone that's really interested that would like to get invest in their herd with one of these bulls or heifers, brought to you by some really good consigners.
Sarah, speaking, go ahead.
Sorry. I guess I just moved down here a few years ago, and Beth McDermott always told me about the Iowa Beef Expo limousine sale, and I guess so. Yeah, I was pretty excited to be able to get to be kind of involved in it, and hear a few things, because it's one thing to hear it from the horse's mouth, but actually get to take it in is another thing. So yeah.
Sarah, can you tell us how many consigners and consignments there are this year at the expo for the limousine sale?
Yeah, so we have 4 different consigners coming from Bush Family Farms, Crazy Woman Creek Limousine, Clanton Creek Cattle, and Haight Family Limousine. So they've been at the sale for several years. So super excited to have them back at the sale. They're bringing 8 bulls and 2 heifers for the sale. Definitely the depth of quality is awesome with this set of cattle that these consigners have brought. On the bull side, I think you can find something to match your operations overall goals, whether you're looking for a calving ease bull or a bull that can add growth into that weaning weight or yearling weight. I think you're going to find something that matches, helps you out, whatever your operation goals are. And then, on the heifer side, these 2 heifers are pretty good. Will be really good in the show ring, not only in the show ring, but out in the pasture to be a good mama cow, for whether it's a junior or, someone else that's really wanting to invest for the future generations of their cattle business.
Yeah. I guess, like, we were talking earlier, just being able to find heifer bulls like that, I mean, that's kind of a diamond in the rough, and you can show up and you can buy them in quantity there, and I think get a pretty good set the way it looks. So
yeah. I definitely agree.
The show, I mean, them 2 heifers look like they're going to show, and I guess there's a couple events. I know the Heartland show and the Iowa Limousine State show coming up, and I guess they're where else? What's Georgia is where junior nationals are.
Yep, Perry, Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, them things look like they'd be worth throwing on a truck and sending them with somebody else, at least at that distance. But yeah, I mean, is there some other shows a person can hit this summer? Or?
Yeah, so any junior that buys these heifers are qualified for the fraternity show that is actually next Friday, so February 14th, so Valentine's Day, if you want to celebrate it that way at a cattle or show.
So
but
they
also
can turn around quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And then they can also show in the Iowa Junior Beef Breeds Association show that's next weekend as well. So yeah, right off the bat, within a week, you can hit 2 shows there. So
Bring your calf and just buy the heifers, right? Just bring
yeah,
your stuff. The heifers are at the fairgrounds.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
very good. How long have you been manager of the Beef Expo or and all that?
Yeah, so this is actually my first year managing. So Ann Borthman retired last year. She'd been doing it for years and years. And yeah, I was selected by the association to step up to the plate. And it's definitely been a pleasure working with our breeders here in the state of Iowa and in Minnesota as well. Crazy Woman Creek Limousin is up in Minnesota. So it comes down to our Beef Expo. So it's been wonderful to work with everyone and our potential buyers as well.
Good, good. I guess just run me. I've been to the Iowa Beef Expo a few times, but I've never been for the sales and such. There's a People's Choice. I guess how's that all play out and how's that go?
Yeah, so we select the People's Choice. So one bull and one heifer gets to go on. And so that will be decided at our parade, aisle parade on Saturday, February 8th at 2 p.m. In the Limousin, Iowa aisle. And so once those get selected, that obviously you'll note it. And then they show next week, I'm pretty sure Friday again, against all of the other People's Choice bulls and heifers from all the other different breeds. So basically, one representative, bulls and heifers from all the breeds go in together for a show, and whoever that winner is out of that show gets to split a purse between the seller and the buyer as well of money. So both the heifer and the buyers get to go in on that. So yeah, we definitely something. This is, I think, maybe the 3rd or 4th year Iowa Beef Expo has been doing it. So definitely, I think we'll have a good set to potentially get be definitely competitive in that show as well.
How much is the purse?
In $5,000 for the heifer and the bull. So
that's making things real cheap, real quick.
Yeah.
No, that's
exactly.
good.
So for somebody like me, who's never got to attend the Iowa Beef Expo or the Limousin sale tied with that, what can somebody expect their first time attending and what can they get excited about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you come this weekend, bundle up. We unfortunately don't have a heated barn yet. Maybe one day we'll invest in some heat, but it might be cold, but the excitement is definitely high in the barns. With the consigners and the buyers as well. So all cattle will be placed in the barns by Saturday morning, so February 8th. And so we, like I mentioned before, we'll have our aisle parade, and that's a time where you can just see the cattle walk all in one, and talk with the consigners and really just, get a preview of the cattle and ask your questions and that sort of thing. The next day is sale day, and so we will open up. People can start getting their bidder numbers in the aisle at 8:30 a.m. So yes, bring your coffee, maybe a donut or two bright and early, but we'll be definitely high on some energy there. And so our sale kicks off at 10 a.m. in the North Annex sale ring at the Fairgrounds, which the sale ring is heated, so that's a
Oh,
perk.
okay.
So get your order number, make sure you're waving that up to get whether your favorite bull or your heifer. So
I mean, I think these consignment sales, I guess we take things to them, and I mean, if you don't have a pile or you do have a bunch of cattle at home, I mean, it's just a great way to get some things out and let people see your operation, I guess. I mean, and I guess just to be able to, drum up some new business that you might not ever have, like the family from Minnesota coming down, you know, Missouri, Iowa, there's a lot of different states that can be in Des Moines that day on Sunday. So who knows where you could end up.
yeah, for sure. And if you're out of state listening to this, like I mentioned before, we're on liveauctions.tv. Can definitely take bids over the phone, but then we can also help and figure out how we can get those calves to you. Figuring out transportation, but all of our consigners definitely are open and willing to coordinate and figure out what's the best route there. So don't worry if you can't get here to Iowa. You can still buy cattle, whether it's online or over the phone. We'll utilize that technology.
What is it that you think keeps bringing back y'all's consigners and buyers and really sets the sale apart and makes people want to come back each year?
Yeah, I think the Iowa Beef Expo has a rich history, and these consigners that we have this year are really dedicated to the breed and the state of Iowa, and all over, really invested and really want to make sure that they get the good cattle out to the best cattlemen, to make sure that can add to their operation to meet their overall goals. So yeah, I think it's really the investment in our consigners that truly believe in this breed, and the people that come back year after year.
And Sarah, how long have you been working with the Iowa Limousin Association?
Yeah, so my dad back in the 80s was using Limousin bulls on some commercial cows and kind of got out of that. But when I was young, about high school, I kind of wanted to get my own purebred heifer, didn't know what breed, and had a neighbor that introduced me to the Limousin breed. And really, honestly, we went to the Iowa Beef Expo and I bought my first Limousin heifer, and the history
So
was made. So
I love that story. That's so awesome because to me, it's like a full circle moment. And here you are now, and you're the one in charge of not only bringing in the buyers, but making sure that you're bringing in, just like you said, that you guys have that depth of quality from the best breeders in the industry. And, some other little girl or boy out there potentially is going to get to share this same story one day. And so I think that's really awesome.
yeah, we definitely, we very invested and really excited what the breed does, right? We like to say Limousin does it best. Whether that's calving ease or whether that's growth or hybrid vigor, the breed does it the best. So might as well get it out to all cattlemen across the country. So
well, I don't think you're going to find anyone on this call that's going to argue with you about that.
Exactly.
I guess just like looking forward, to like next year, and I mean not to jump out of this year, but like, is there any stipulations for people that want to consign cattle, or I mean just anywhere and anybody can come, or you don't have to be in an adjoining state or anything? I don't. If you'd like to jump in on that a little bit.
No, anyone can consign at the Iowa Beef Expo Limousin sale. There are a few rules and deadlines and that sort of thing, but that typically comes out in the fall. But no, come from California, Washington, Texas, wherever. We'll more than happy to have you consign at our sale.
No, I just, some of those things, there's some rules that, maybe you got a guy that's, I don't know, Nebraska or Kansas. Somebody that's not touching here, I guess, and oh hey, I'd like to go, and I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's great. If there's not, I mean, that opens it up to absolutely anybody, and to just come on down and enjoy the weather in Des Moines and, you know, middle of February.
Yes, yeah. It is always in February, so it is. You never know. We've had nice years, we've had blizzard years, we've had cold years. You never know. It's the luck of the draw. That's the Midwest weather. So always bundle up in layers and come on down, and yeah, it's a good time.
Well,
And
I
you
will.
have,
No, go ahead,
go ahead.
Charlie.
I was just gonna say, and you have the famous John Shaben
We
auctioneering.
do.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yep. He's coming back for the second year. He was our auctioneer last year, did a fabulous job, and we're super excited to have him. He's, originated, knows the breed and that sort of thing. So we're really excited to have him.
Right there from Dunlap, yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think I want to give a shout out to you and your team, because I think that you guys have done, from what I saw, a really excellent job of promoting that sale and getting the word out. Do you want to let people know, just as a reminder, where they can go to get more information, if they have any questions up until sale time?
Yeah, absolutely. You can get all the information with the schedule, our online catalog that you can download as a PDF and print it off, and our information, whether it's my phone number or also Marshall Rubel's phone number. You can go to the Iowa Limousin Association website, go to our events, Iowa Beef Expo 2025, and it's all right there.
And we'll
It's
link
really
that too.
I pulled it up on my phone this afternoon, just after you and I talked, and it's super easy to operate around, that's for sure. And that's handy when you're looking through these things.
Yep. Catalog, pictures, as well as videos. Everything's on there. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, whether that's email, text, call. Don't hesitate to reach out.
I'm gonna make this my thing. 10 o'clock on the dot for the sales. On the dot.
Yep, we're gonna get going at 10 o'clock. We're
no
the
nonsense.
first sale. We're the first
no
sale.
Nonsense. We gotta go.
Yeah, we're the first sale in the North Annex sale ring. So I guess we can set the speed for the day or what. But yeah, I think hopefully buyers will be enjoying the warm sale ring. Like I said, ready to really flash those bidder numbers to get those cattle in their operation.
And Charlie, you don't want to be late, or you might miss out on one of these good ones.
I might miss out on the donuts. But I mean, live auctions, I think everybody's probably familiar with that, and easy enough to operate. So yeah. Geez, I don't know. I think we kind of covered most of it, didn't we, here? And
yeah, I just want to say, I expect nothing less than you guys